and it's good looking.
We don't want to only see it shine through. Of course, we want to unveil the bike, and we start with the biggest baby in the family, the KTM 1290 Super Duke R 2017. Get a first look. This is the first bike, and we got 3 different ones on here on stage, and I think we know it is the strongest part of the family in the Duke family, but 177 horsepower, that's pretty much. What kind of people are actually beastie enough to go take them to the road?
So definitely this is the light tower product of KTM. It is delivering an unbelievable riding experience. So it's the most powerful bike we have in the range, and for sure it's a motorcycle for the rather experienced rider who is also looking to push his own limits. So this is nothing for beginners. This is a real sharp toy, and if you ride it, it's delivering such a big pleasure because despite all the power, the agility, the rideability, the power delivery, it's really unbelievably good.
No room for small talk on that Super Duke R, and you can already see the key facts, so for all you to note down. LED headlights, of course, track focused electronic package, and at that time for all the racers out there, I think we have to say, for example, if you don't want to high side, you want to control the spin, but you still want to look good doing the wheelies, you can tune that separately, which is a big plus. And of course, we have the most powerful engine ever within 177. It's a naked bike, so this is also, I think, a weapon that brings people the joy of normal riding and racetrack, because that's what you can combine.
Yeah, it fulfills both, and despite all the power and everything, we take a real sharp look on rider safety. So, as you already mentioned, Alex, all the electronic gadgets on the bike, which are really helpful, increasing safety and stability for the bike.
Of course, you've seen it now live standing here. We want to see it in action, the 1290 Super Duke R, in a nice little video for you. It's a true rocket, and of course stands most for the Ready to Race slogan, but for all the young riders out there, that's not where you start from. We go to the other side, and we got one bike back here. We call it within KTM the spawn of the beast. So this bike is totally inspired by the big Duke, and it is the KTM 125 Duke. It is the smallest one within the family of Dukes, but we have to say, Hubert, at the same time, it's not only by looks inspired what the big boys do, it's also technically pretty much inspired.
Yes, I think the parallelities are absolutely obvious, and it looks very, very grown up, despite it's a 125cc motorcycle. And for sure, this is the right pick for motorcycle riders, maybe for first-time motorcycle buyers who want to enter the high-performance world of KTM, I would say. Because there's nothing comparable on the market as this 125 machine. And for sure, it will bring a lot of pleasure to the young people who decided to start motorcycle riding.
That's probably the most important point. So, dear kids at home, stop also getting those smartphones. Get the right bike out there. Technical features, class-leading design, of course. Also LED headlight on that 125. The TFT display, and that's good news for the young generation. It has KTM My Ride, so you can tune that up with your smartphone, be interactive, but most of course, enjoy the riding. And on the damping side, the split fork with advanced system in the front. That's technical for that segment. I think it's quite top of the notch.
Absolutely, and I'm not aware that there is another motorcycle in the 125cc category on the market which is that fully equipped. It's a real serious motorcycle, and as I said, It will bring a lot of fun to the young guys and also the restarters who decide to buy them in the coming season.
So for the teenagers, the newcomers or the restarters get a little bit, I would say, inspired, because also this bike can really handle well, and that's of course shown in the next video here. That was it, the spawn of the beast, this the smallest, the youngest part of the family, but I think now we go to one bike which is known within KTM as the corner rocket. And why? We're going to explain in a real big. I think we're going to first show the face of the KTM 390 Duke, which within all the Dukes is a very special bike, because if you calculate how fast, how heavy, you know, this seems to be just all right. Power to weight ratio, it's quite a fun machine.
So it has the best power to weight ratio of the 400cc class. It's an ultimate corner rocket, as you already said, whether you use it in big cities or you use it on a windy mountain road. It's uncomparable riding pleasure in this bike. And by the way, already the pre-success of this motorcycle was the top-selling KTM motorcycle in the last year. So it was 12,000 units that we sold from the 390 Duke per year. And our expectation is that this motorcycle, as it stands there, will even sell in a higher volume. So it's, despite all the other things, also a very good commercial success for KTM and our dealers.
We can see the bike within two different color schemes, one in white, one of course in orange, but traveling a lot the world, really trying to understand what those different market needs. This is something that KTM found out you have to focus on, because it seems just the right bike from price range, power that people can handle all over the world. So is there going to be even more focus in that direction?
For sure, because KTM is a global player, so we have a lot of sales. Meanwhile, in Asia and Latin America, riding behavior and customer buying behavior is different to Europe and the United States. So in these regions, this is a very, very looked after displacement for many reasons, for insurance, for, as I said, rideability reasons. And I think it's going to bring another movement into our presence in the emerging markets.
So we're getting slowly bigger. It's already more beastly, good looking, and of course the technical facts you all can see here. It's state-of-the-art electronics already in there. KTM MyRide, LED lights, of course. The TFT display is now standard with all the bikes. It's very glossy and good looking, and the damping technology is the same like on the 125, and of course this is already fast. It's a corner rocket, so you need some braking discs, 320 mil in the front, and the little baby here is not afraid of the big boys, and that's something of course we want to see inspired in a little video. We're getting every time a little bit more towards the beasties.
But what we also see here is the family character, I think, of the whole range, so from 125 to the 1290 Beast. So the bikes are really presenting this Duke and Super Duke family, what we were aiming all the time.
And we got one still left. I think that's probably everybody is waiting for. But first of all, we want to see the 390 in action. got another nickname coming up for you. Those names are born within KTM because the people developing are giving the bikes names because of what the bikes do. And you can see the new nickname out there is the Scalpel. The bike is already here, as you can see. And we're gonna, in a short time, just reveal a new strength within KTM, a whole new naked bike, which has been brought down from the very bottom, totally new developed. And therefore, of course, we want to see the bike within a little short time. I think we should have some power and action here at the bottom. Do we have the lights on? It's time to reveal the Scalpel. I think, Hubert, you just go ahead. Get ready, photographers. This is the new KTM 790 Duke. It's a prototype. It's going to be rolling in 2018, but this is the very first project out there, and it is totally new. I think you have to tell us some straight to the bottom. Yeah, first of all, applause, if you like it, of course. It has taken a while because it's an all-new bike starting from the engine, from the heart.
Yeah, so that's the first two-cylinder inline engine that we have at KTM. It's a 790cc displacement, and for sure this concept combines the best of two worlds. So first of all, the immense power of a twin-cylinder 800cc engine, and on the other side, the agility and the rideability of an ultra-compact motorcycle, as we can see it here. So for sure, this is just the starting point. This is a riding prototype, but this will be the fastest 800cc on the market. It's a KTM, so we have to prove that, and we will prove it. And yeah, we can't wait until it's on the dealers' floors in early 2018. And I think the whole KTM community will feel with us. So it's now really closing the bridge between the 400 and 690s, one single cylinders, and the 1290 Super Dukes. So we have now filled the gap in between these displacements, and it will be a very, very high commercial success for KTM as well.
Of course, it will feature all the other details those KTM bikes the Duke family has here. But as we said, it's the prototype right now. It's been, of course, heavily tested. But talking again about the engine, what is the intention going that direction? I think this is probably what the people ask the most, because it's the first inline twin cylinder. It's not a V. You can probably bring that into detail.
First of all, the 800cc market is one of the biggest segments in the motorcycle industry worldwide. So not being there was for sure for KTM not an option, so we had to go there. But if we do something, we try to do it right, and we do it right. And so it took a while to find the best engine concept which fits to the character and the DNA of a KTM. So if you take a look on the beast, this is not least a beast as the Super Duke. It's completely in line with KTM's ready-to-race DNA. And this is what we were aiming for, and this is what our KTM customers worldwide were waiting for.
So 2018, the KTM 790 Duke's gonna come into the stores, but first of all, we wanna have a little bit a taste of what this prototype sounds like, and we are allowed, actually our Moto3 world champion,
Video.
Yeah, Brad Binder is allowed to fire it up, and probably some of you, it's quite loud. We are expecting 130 decibels, so we're gonna give Brad the honor to fire this baby up.
Video.
I don't know.
Brad.
Come on, there we go, exactly.
You do it.
Thanks a lot. Big applause for Brad Binder and the KTM 7090 Duke, soon to be out on the market, and they call it for a reason the Scalpel, and we have a first video of how precise this baby will be in action, so take a look at the 790 Duke. Are you Duke enough? That's probably the question. Now you've seen the whole Duke family. Everybody can make a pick for the upcoming season. In 2017, all those bikes over here. From 2018, of course, also the new 790. That's your question now. Are you Duke enough? Take your choice. Get for a ride with KTM. For all the press and media, you are all now having a chance, of course, to collect the press kits here